where do I even start? You know, it's rough. I get it.
And we're trying to start at the basics right now, but our goal is definitely getting there. So
yeah. I think that's one of the most powerful things that you can do for yourself and your business in 2020 is not being reliant on someone to do that for you. And I think that martial arts school owners don't necessarily, like, very few of us have advertising agencies that we've leaned on, you know, and I think that's the thing that bigger businesses or more, I don't want to say established, but more commoditized industries probably are able to do. And it's just like I hired in it had to have been 2012, a marketing agency to help us. And we didn't get, I think we got one phone call, and it was like a $50,000 contract. It was 12-month, like, billboards and website and ads. And they were like, oh, absolutely. It's going to be, you know, we got this. And I'm like, all right. And, like, you know, you have to take those steps. You have to, like, be brave. And I was like, all right, let's do it, you know. And okay, month 1, okay, month 2, okay, like, they made this beautiful video. They had a camera crew come in, like, camera crew with all this professional equipment. And it was not like they have professional equipment and it still looks like it's a live shot from the 6 p.m. news. Like, it was glitzy and Hollywood, and it was on our website, and they had a professional photographer come in and take pictures of our class. It was, like, high end. And one freaking phone call. Finally, I called him and I was like, I'm done. Like, I am not paying another, I think it was $4,000 that I had to pay or something. I am not paying this again, because we're not, and I understand I signed a contract. I get it. But y'all haven't delivered anything. Zero. And they didn't have anything to say about it. They didn't let me out, but they quit coming after me for payment, because I think that the results that they got for their other clients, they just didn't get here. And, you know, so I think that it's that being able to advertise for yourself is one of the most powerful things that you can do. And what's the number one advertising, you know, avenue right now is definitely Facebook, online, but definitely specifically Facebook. So I think if there's one thing that owners should do, it's put an hour a day towards your Facebook education until you get it. And then, because then you can put, you know, a few hours in when you start an ad campaign, and then, you know, pay attention to it a little bit. And so,
excellent.
Yeah, no judgment though. I get it when people are like, man, you know, and also I'm doing fine without it, right? I'm doing all right. We're okay without it. It's just, you know.
Dave did ad this past weekend, caught my attention, and so I opted in. And when I got down to registering for the class, it goes, this program has been sold out.
Who was it?
Dave Prida.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I see Sal's doing a lot of videos now. He's doing a lot of videos talking about martial arts. I don't know where he's putting them. It just comes across my feed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morning jogging, talk about exercise. He's doing this, that. So.
Yeah, I definitely. So that is one thing. So I am. If we're talking about Facebook ads, I am not a fan of boosting a post. But if we're talking about an owner that doesn't know how to run Facebook ads, make a video of your class and just boost the post. You know, for a real Facebook marketer, that's essentially like taking $100 bill and just lighting it on fire. It's not really producing the results that it could be producing in a targeted ad campaign. However, it's sure better than nothing. You know, we hear all this complaining about, I'm sure y'all have heard all this complaining, whining about Facebook's, Facebook limits the organic reach on my business page. Why would I even have a business page on Facebook? Since when is it Facebook's responsibility to advertise your business for you for free? like I don't understand why everybody is so upset about this. So just pay the company and get that video out there, so that at least at a minimum, you're the preeminent authority when people are thinking about martial arts. Hey, I've seen that Dave guy a lot. Hey, I've seen that Sal guy a lot. you know,
Mhm.
make a video of class, end it with a high five of a 5-year-old. Great job, Timmy. And then literally just put it on your Facebook page. You should have the Pages app, by the way, on your phone if you don't have the Pages app. This right here is Facebook Pages. That one right there.
Okay.
So that Pages app allows you to actually be an admin on all of your different pages. And it gives you the kind of updates that you need, and it gives you the kind of tools that you need. So you can upload a video right there instead of your personal account and then boost it. So most people already have that, but just in case you didn't know that that was a thing, that's a thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yeah.
So I sent you a email, just forwarded from my daughter. My daughter got my grandson into soccer, and she ended up buying not only soccer, registering for soccer, but she bought all his gear, and she bought T-shirts for the mom, T-shirts for the dad. She goes, it was just so cool, and she just wants to be one of these soccer moms that's all geared up and got stuff to go.
Yep.
And she goes, this would be great for martial arts. So when someone enrolls and they want to really be ready, they've got all their stuff coming in for their first class.
Yeah, and I've already been thinking about that because obviously that's things we don't know when we're 20, right? We've never had a kid. We don't know that's a thing. Parents want to know, tell me what's going on. When is it? What do I need to buy? The last thing they want to do is show up and not have the 411, like, what is my kid? Oh my God, I bought the wrong shin guards, right?
Yep.
Like, how many, and I go to Academy or whatever, wherever how many styles of shin guards are there? What is he supposed to have, soft or hard or, and I think a lot of places take that for granted, probably us too. So I really, I understand that. I think that's a really genius thought process.
Yeah, even if someone's going to do a trial class, you never can tell if they want to buy a T-shirt so they look like the members. So it could be money we're leaving on the table just because we're not giving people the opportunity to look at it and buy it.
Yep. Well, and we've talked about this before about, there's this whole process of people making their way to the point of enrollment at your school, and there's this whole process afterwards, right? So there's a lot of opportunity here, but then once someone makes that purchase, there's a ton of opportunity out here. How many things do we buy on a regular basis that we don't even really like the company? We just don't want to, like, the frying pan that I'm in might not be as hot as I don't want to jump to somebody else's terrible. I hate the place that I get my hair cut. I hate it, right? But I know that I hate other places more, and I know myself, and I know that I'm a curmudgeon, so I do my best to put on a smiley face, and I go take care of it, right? So, I just buy, even though I don't like it. And your students, we assume, actually do like you, so there probably needs to be more opportunities for them to buy stuff. I mean, like, instantly I'm thinking, I give all of my summer camp people, as they're checking their weeks, they have to select their t-shirt size for their child. Additional t-shirt, right? Can they purchase an additional t-shirt? No, optional. It can say optional additional t-shirt. How many additional t-shirts would I have sold? I have 176 kids, I think, that have signed up so far for camp. How many t-shirts would I have sold? 75? 60?
Probably a lot, because moms don't want to wash that thing every single day.
So, and it's not required, but parents want that. And what if I had sold a exclusive summer camp parent t-shirt that said summer camp parent on the back of it? Put a little picture of it, get somebody on Fiverr to spin up a cool design. I probably would have sold 20 of those. There's some mom out there that desperately wants to support you that's like got a homemade sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that, so that's one way that I can think of immediately that I want to attempt to implement it. I'm about to do after school re-registrations. They don't have to wear t-shirts at all, but wouldn't they like a t-shirt? Great.
We used to change our camp t-shirts every year to have an artist, and she would do something cool. I remember one time she had palm trees, and she had a guy in a surfboard throwing a sidekick because it's down here by the beach. But we'd have an artist design, and people just love those things. It wasn't that expensive. It's just like printing any other T-shirt, but it doesn't just say East West Karate. It's got a fun
Right. Yeah, and we have, you look at our front area, it's a lot of black. There's a lot of black T-shirts there. But for summer camp, we always select a specific color, bright green or bright purple or very summer campy, and then typically those are not available again. So I have parents that are re-upping and that are coming back for summer camp. They know that, right? Like if I showed a picture of whatever the shirt's going to be, this is the 2020 summer camp shirt. It's not happening again. People are probably going to buy an additional one. Parents are probably going to buy an additional one. I'm thinking also in terms of obviously like sparring gear. Do you have optional things available? Do you have bags? So we talked about this a little bit about like when someone signs up. So we talked about like that process to get there and that process afterwards. When they sign up as a member, you should have that parent education flow. We've talked about that, like, hey, mom and dad, enter through this door. The restroom's over here on the right. What does it mean when you see people bowing onto the floor? What that is this, you parents, you don't have to bow when you come into the studio. Or if you're that kind of place, parents, I expect you to bow when you come into the studio, whatever, right? And also, by the way, Timmy's going to need his hand pads when he gets to gold belt. Would you like to go ahead and purchase those now? Because Timmy's going to be a gold belt within the next couple of weeks. Oh, click here to add on a bag to carry it in. Of course, mom wants a bag to carry it in, People don't want to go attempt to find other things. Like we've done at the point of enrollment for parkour, we've said to people, we pre-frame as much as we can. And they walk in the door, we pre-frame. So your child's going to need a T-shirt and a pair of shoes. Now, they don't need that right here for their trial class. When you come back out afterwards, we can get that for you. And I'll literally say, we can get that for you. And they'll go, where do we get that? Like, they're like, wait, oh, I'm nervous. Like, do I need to order those on Amazon while we're in there? It's like, no. We have, they're literally a wall of them right here. We have them. So just because a parent doesn't tell you they don't know what to do doesn't mean that they know what to do, So.
My grandkids come over every Saturday. Mm-hmm. I have hand pads because when they come over, they want to do some martial arts. And so instead of just doing an air, I've got like all the gear so they can actually practice.
Yep.
It's like soccer, I've got the soccer ball. So it seems like when parents come in, they definitely want to buy some stuff to help their kids practice. So yep. The hand targets, shields, things like that should automatically be a sale that you could link into one of those educational videos.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Right. So like, parent education, here's how to tie a belt. Would you like to buy a backup belt? Right. Parent education. Here's here's our 4 basic techniques that your child's going to learn in their white belt class. Once they do that, they get their stripe. Parents, if you would like them to practice a little bit at home, here's this cheaper option, which is just 2 focus targets, because of course they need to, right? 2 focus targets for $19 each, or this Wave Master, And I remember when I was coming up as an instructor and an early school owner, and I would hear conversations like this, and I think, you money grubbers, that's all you care about is money. Like, I'm trying to save my people money. First of all, don't apply your financial situation to your members. Just because you don't have any money doesn't mean they don't have any money. Second of all, the more someone spends with you, the more likely they are to make it to black belt. They're committed. They're financially committed. They're invested. Give them opportunities to purchase stuff, because we've all been there where they show up for class and they go, hey, Mr. William, guess what we got? And I'm like, oh, what? We got a Wave Master, just like you guys have out here on the floor. And you're like, what? Where did you get that? Oh, we ordered on Amazon. We sell those, right? No, I didn't know. Or, oh my God, right? So it's like, and then you're like, do I try to sell them? Do I not try to sell them? Sell them anything they want to buy. Give them those opportunities. No one should feel pressure from that. If someone sees a parent education video that's automatically sent to them, says, welcome for signing up. By the way, here's some things you might want to consider. And they're offended by that, they're going to be pretty darn offended when it comes yellow belt time and you charge them $30, or it comes parents' night out and you charge them $25, so.
But on one of those videos, you can tell parents, if you want to practice at home, here's a couple drills to do with your kids.
Right.
but then you use the pads because they really need pads. If they're kicking, you don't want to hyperextend their knee and stuff like that. Just like when you practice catch with the kids, everyone's got gloves because you don't want to hurt your hands.
Yeah.
So you show the video and they say, I've got this, but I don't have the hand pads, and they're going to ask you to buy the hand pads, or you have a link, purchase hand pads.
Yep. You know, and the other thing is that I've been there where parents have purchased the wrong item. They've gone online and they've gotten like I have two classic cases that I think of. One of them is we use those polypropylene ninja swords, and they're not very long, so kids can wield them pretty well. And they're super light. Kids can do real good hand rolls, real good wrist rolls, real good fancy. That's what we do is with fancy stuff, right? We're not doing like Aido. And Dad didn't want to spend $30. So instead he spent $20. He only saved $10, and he got his kid the heaviest oak boken that he could, and it's long. And, you know, this poor kid is like, you know, we're one-handed it. We're like, all right, guys, here's the rule. We're going to waterfall down. We're going to block, turn around. And like, he's like, oh, you know, so, and I'm thinking, God dang it, Dad. And Dad's over there thinking, I saved some money. You know, God, your kid has a terrible experience. The other thing, we used to wear chest protectors, and parents didn't want to spend $60 on a chest protector. I get it. They went on Amazon. They got them for $40. They saved $20. But instead of having the thick plastic in the middle, it had batting, like wool batting. And so the kids were just getting nailed. We hit hard. We used to. We hit hard, and their kids were dying. And I'm like, what is wrong with these things? That's when I decided that nothing can come in the studio that we did not approve. And I tell people it's for insurance purposes. Not my insurance company, but me ensuring that you have a good time, right? But that being said, is we can tell parents is that, you know, we don't want, Mom, yeah, you can find pads on Amazon, but if you get them from us, your child will have the exact same feel at home that they have here. If they're experiencing a different feel on a pad at home, you're not the coach that's going to be able to explain to them what that different feel is and how to roll their hips over a little bit more or a little bit less or punch a little harder or whatever. So it really is beneficial to have the exact same pads that we use here in class, and they're not expensive at all. Here's the link on the bottom of the video or whatever. I think that's super helpful.
So that's all through profit generators?
Absolutely, yeah. And if you're doing T-shirts, it has sizing options. If you're doing pads, it has color options. You know, I don't think that you have to have these things in stock. A parent that's buying a pad is happy to wait for shipping. You know, that's not a problem at all. You don't have to stock a bunch of pads. You don't have room to stock a bunch of pads. It's totally unnecessary. Just take a look at what the item cost is. You know, it's $24.95 for a focus target. And then the shipping, and add that on top of it. Ask Century, how much is the shipping if I just buy one set, you know, 2 focus targets, to tell you it's $9. And then you can decide, do I want to eat that cost, or do I want to increase the amount a little bit? And then make sure that you pay attention to that and update that every once in a while, because there for a while I was point of sale on my, it was on something. I think it was on hand pads or on something. And my point of sale was from like 2010. My prices in my head were totally off. I was like losing money on the item. So make sure that you update that. But that can be done through profit generators. The profit generator link is directly, you just put the profit generator link in the flow. And then the link stays the same, and you just edit the profit generator. If you decide, you know, we don't use square focus targets anymore, now we're going to use these mitts. Okay, you just change that profit generator. You don't have to go edit the flow. It's going to be, you know, automatically there. I think that's super, super powerful.
Can you put something on the profit generator like people who bought this also bought this?
You know, that's going to be something that it's not going to auto-generate that, and you don't have enough products for that to matter anyway. But what you can do is parents who buy focus targets often buy this, and then you can have that as an option there in that profit generator. And another thing that you can do is every profit generator has a custom thank you page. You can see it in the profit generator area. It says, what is this thank you message that you want them to get? And it can be thank you, or it can be thank you so much, FYI, here's the rest of the pad package. Some people are going to do that, you know. Now, here's what I don't love. I don't love the idea of having somebody complete the purchase and then have to do a full another purchase completion again. So what you can do is you can use a short form if they have to do 2 purchases, because they're going to have to. You don't have the option to like upgrade people and charge their card again. Rainmaker is not Amazon, and it's not supposed to be. But one thing to consider is if you give them too many options, you might not get the sale at all. A paradox of choice. That's one thing I remember Scott said that they used to do. The way that they would do their prepays is, okay, great. Miss Johnson, thank you so much for being here. We're so excited that you want to enroll Johnny. It's $149 down, and then $99. We're gonna, start your electronic transfer or whatever starting next month. And then as you've got the check, here's the check. Great. Now, just so that you know, like it's done. If the monthly payment is done, just so that you know, we can save you a whole bunch of money on fees and give you a 10% discount if you like to prepay for your entire year. But the check is already over here on the counter, right? You're not asking them, you're not saying, would you like to do this or this? Okay, let's go home and think about it. No, this is done. You can go home and have 24 hours and come back later. So that works, when you're there to explain it to them. It doesn't always work online. So what we want to do probably is get the sale and then say, would you like to do more?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And do that custom link to the additional profit generator on the sign up page. Or a private lesson says, great, thank you so much, Mom and Dad, for purchasing those hand pads. Do you want a discounted private lesson for you and your kid? I'm gonna teach you how to use these pads and your kid how to use these pads.
That's a great idea. Because not only you're gonna get some people doing that, but you're gonna get parents who are gonna be like on-ramping to the program.
Yep.
Because you didn't try to sell them anything, but you got it in there. Hey, you should be doing this.
Yeah.
Really, I love it.
And a mom or a dad that wants to be involved, like your daughter. I mean, like if she thought her kid would benefit from learning X at home, and she wanted to do that, wouldn't she spend just $50 or so to be able to help him do that better at home? Or is she going to sit on her hands and watch him and go, okay, great, somebody's got to hold those pads,
right?
So, yeah,
good stuff.
I like it. Or you buy the Wave Master and get the lesson for free on how to use the Wave Master. Mom, here's where to hold the Wave Master. Dad, here's things you should know about the heights on the Wave Master, on the filling of the Wave Master. We're going to give you a full rundown on that Wave Master, exactly how to strike it. Hey, Dad, do you want to here show me your best punch? That's pretty good. You're pretty strong, Dad, but I bet I can help you out just a little bit. All of a sudden, it's a private lesson for Dad. And by the way, do you just want a white belt, Dad? I mean, you can just come to family class tomorrow if you want to, So.
Very cool.
Cool, guys.
All right, sir.
Y'all implement that and then tell us in the group how it went.
I put a couple of victories there on Rainmaker.
I saw that. Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool progress,
Yeah.
We're really, really impressed.
Well, people don't think I can make $100,000 a year doing martial arts. And you can't if all you do is martial arts. But if you have a system and you have a coach and you have people that you're accountable to, there's no reason that you can't.
Yeah, Charles said he was at his accountant. The accountant says, you're going to have to be paying more taxes. He goes, why? He goes, you're making a lot more money than you think you were. He says, you made $118,000 this year. He goes, what?
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
He was
That's
very
good
happy.
news.
Very happy.
Cool,
All right.
guys.
Thank you.
See you later.
Yes.